Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are in a rather special park, because I don't think we ever had this tiny of a workspace, but yeah, we are here in the tiny workspace park, also known as Pleasure Island, where we have the basics set up, and already 1 out of 10 down. Look, this very nice King of Worms is already, well, high enough in the ratings, and it's probably gonna be even higher in the ratings still, because what we can easily do here is just add like a few bits of scenery, and instantly the park looks a lot better. And there isn't much space for us to build stuff here anyway, so now another thing is our finances, which are abysmal. Well, also I don't need to take a look at the eggheads. I need to up our loan here. Also, our loan interest for 10,000 wasn't really that high, so and there's that. So yeah, this is now opened up, and we are gonna see a big improve in our finances, like straight away, because this 640 game euro bucks, oh yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a lot more. Now, as for like the rest of the park, basically, we need to divide this up into 10, and I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to say like, okay, so the next bit of the park is still over here. That leaves next to no room for our next coaster, but it should be enough. We should be able to squeak it in like right along here on this line. In theory, we should be able to. It's gonna be difficult, that I can tell you. But we'll see. We'll see how we manage. What I'm kind of hoping is that we are able to get along here at like height 11, and that would mean that we could pass through here and get back, or something like it, you know. But we're not there yet to worry about that just yet. What we need to do is, well. There is no vandalism as of yet, but the park is getting crowded. We need to expand our infrastructure a little bit in a moment, and also get a few more shops and stalls down. How about it if we place down like our very first swag stall? I think that would be excellent. How about balloons? I think everybody wants those. So let's have those. Let's have those in the color black. And let's open this up. So that's a few guests more. And I think what we should do is just... oh wow, look at this. We unpaused the game for just a moment and everybody is going on this coaster. You'll see that this park will become a lot less crowded in just a moment. Oh, excuse me. Right, also, I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to start adding some guests into the park, but we'll do that in a moment. I think we should add a few more rides. That's the most important bit. And look, we already got 2 towers. Shall we build one, like, right at the start? I feel like that might not be such a bad idea. Now, careful planning here, like I said, is required. If we were to build something over here, like on this tile, we are in theory able to squeeze in a station over here. Kind of feel like that would be the wrong thing to do. I feel like what we should do is get the station, and I'm talking about the station of the coast on this line. But that would interfere with the tower were we to build it over here. So what we could then do instead is build it over here. But that would mean issues with the queue. Because I kind of want to, with the tower over here, I kind of want to lower, like go with the queue. Yeah, well, actually, come to think of it, I kind of wanted to go over here. With the queue path. I think the coaster is the more flexible thing, so we'll worry about that later. Let's get the tower in here. let's see. This should do, right? Let's not do it like we did in the previous park, where I built the thing so low and went so fast with it that... Wait, what? Oh! Haha, that's interesting. It's easily fixed, but that's interesting. I was like, wait, what's that kind of message? I never had that before. Right. Anyway, this is so ugly. This is true. This is the epitome or whatever you call it of ugly. We're not gonna go gray. We said that white was the color for the no entry signs. Right, now can I now has... Yes, perfect. Alright, we're just gonna do the simple bit here. And that's this. And then we have one more space for something to slam down there. So yeah, let's test ride this. Of course we do upward launch mode. How do you behave at like... Oh, no. How do you behave at 96? 96 is like a nice number. we know right now that that's not a good behavior, tower. That is good behavior. Alright, good. Yeah, that's very good behavior, in fact. Now, what I also know is that the amount of vomit in this park is going to increase drastically here. But, well, you know, it is what it is. Also, look at this. Queue time, 5 minutes. You know what this means? We need a entertaining. I know that our finances aren't like that great, but really, you know, we all know that this is gonna go up in the... Wait, by the way... Yeah, no, that is covering this queue. But we all know that this is just gonna get worse and worse, so we need an entertainer here. We don't need it for this coaster, but yeah, man, the entertainers, most definitely. Right, now, having done this, of course, this requires a name. And just look at this. I mean, why don't we call this... Why don't we call this the cuboid cobra? Because in the end, you know, all we have over here is just cuboids and cuboids. Oh man, yeah. Right, let's see. In terms of coloring, I mean, if we were to color this like a cuboid, what would be an appropriate color for a cuboid type ride, huh? And by the way, it's still quite crowded here. Maybe we should not go as ham as I planned on the benches, because a lot of the guests won't be able to rest because of the jumping fountains, you know. So we should spam those instead of jumping fountains. Just an idea. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, wait, didn't the cuboid cobra? Come on, game. Remember these cool names that I think of, right? For once, please, would ya? Let's go with like a purplish and then a white spike there. Maybe something like this. And then a red and dark red. Yeah, that looks cool. Kind of like the contrast there. You know, just a regular white with the purple squaring. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, now, excuse me. The real question here is, of course, do we need a handy dude for this area? Because we have one covering this. I feel like we can try to not do a handy dude, but the moment we start to see lots of vomit here, we know that it's not gonna work. So let's try and see if we can manage without one as a kind of as sort of an experiment. So let's expand the path as well, because the other thing that we really need to be wary of is like the guests getting the giving the notification that the park is too crowded. The moment we get that, we know that we need to act. Right, so now, I said we're gonna go ham with the benches, but that's not to say that we are not gonna have jumping fountains. Jumping fountains are like the core to success. We cannot do without them. Also, what are we gonna do here in terms of gentle ride? I feel like another slam down one would be nice. Maybe we can squeeze something like this in. Would we be able to pull it off over here? Oh, I think we would be. This would be like a really nice place for it. And then something like, yeah, look at this. Now all of a sudden we have like our our next ride place down. Who would have guessed? Also, handy dude, this is your area. Not too big, definitely big enough. Nice, I like it. Rightio, let's set this up quickly. Let's go with backwards. I don't know what we did last time, but does it better. We live in the here and the now, not in the, you know, what we did last time stuff. So, $5. I dare charge it. Why not? And open up. And we should call this, why don't we call this Turgid Tombola? Which is totally unrelated to anything, you know, but it just sounds cool. Sometimes a name doesn't need to mean anything, it just needs to sound cool. And the Turgid Tombola definitely has all the coolness sounding effects to it. Also, you know what we need to do here is get like another toilet down. Definitely. And also get like another food stuff down. Like a hot dog. Now I would love to have this over here. Yeah, let's just do that. Can we color it? We cannot color it, but that's alright. So now we at least have also more facilities. Let's add like our first guest to the park, which we guessed 317, which we're gonna call Icaro Villoso. You wanted to be in the park. You are a happy camper with only 70 game euro bucks, but nonetheless, you are in the park. So now, because there is such a short entryway into the park, we'll have to name our guests who enter like well, you know, once in a while, because yeah, there's only one entry now, and I want to have the guests have the full experience of you know, of the park. We're not gonna just pick at random one and then name them. No, we're gonna name them before they enter. Anyway, that means you'll be the only one in the park before myself even. Congrats to you. Let's go with why don't we go with like green and then white? This looks so bad. I can't even, nope. There is quite a bit of blue in this park, if I'm honest. I mean, so far, you know, we've gone heavily on the blue. That's alright. You know, doesn't matter too much. I don't really even know what the classic colors are for a ride like this. Usually, I believe they're all just white. You know, fancy coloring is like not a thing, so... Oh well, oh well. Good, okay, so, base is laid down for like this next section. It is time to get the next coaster, and I just want to quickly check our finances, but oh yeah, look, it is only 26th of May, and we opened this coaster in like a 3rd of May or something, and already we've more than doubled with like less than a full month time. So yeah, and that's gonna become even better, because I feel like what we should do to really ensure our security for this park is get the wooden twister coaster. I think that is like the thing that we need to do. So let me plan out where exactly the station was gonna be. Oh yeah, exactly here, right over here. Now, in theory, what we could do, if we were to approach here with a brake, in theory, we could S-bend right to the station. Or do maybe like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. For the time being, we know where we need to be. So let's get this out here and yeah, unpause. Build this, I see. And we'll see how far we can get. Okay, land not owned by park. So we know that we need at least this bit here to be. Yeah, okay, so let's go like this, and you know, well, I'm not gonna say like this is how the way back is gonna be, but I am gonna kind of set us up, you know, for returning. Oh, right then. In that case, S-bend, it has to be very interesting. Just out of curiosity. Ew. Nasty, I see. S-bend, it is gonna have to be. And it's gonna have to be over here then. Or okay. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this, but that's at least a valid option, right? Okay, yeah, so, and then there is that, huh? Yeah, I have a feeling, guys, you know, just a hunch, but I have a feeling that the way back is gonna be quite the challenge. Also, as far as like a queue and exit, I think it would be the smartest if we were to do like a queue over here. But at the same time, you know, what I'm thinking is like, if we want to be efficient, what we should do is connect up the queue over there, or the exit path over there, and just leave the queue over here on this left side. However, if we do that, yeah, I don't know about ugly pathing, but I know about it. I know about it then. So we're not gonna do that. So the exit will probably be somewhere over here. And before we continue with like the rest of the coaster, what we're gonna do is first connect up everything. Because if I don't do that, I just know myself. if I don't do this, then yeah, we are going to run into pathing issues. That's just a guarantee. It's not even a question of. it's a certainty. Also, why would I be? That's much better. Let's keep this as efficient as possible. Also, this will also greatly help with our coaster design. So, I'm gonna keep those things really tight. Nice, and then do something like this, and then this. I'm not sure if the mowed grass will help anything, but I think it looks really good. Also, I'm not hearing this ride, so let's add some music to this. Why don't we go with Wild Wild West style? I don't know if it's good. There are so many musics that I've never listened to in this game. I think this should be doable. Also, I'm kind of curious. I mean, I don't really care about the Turgid Tombola, but I do want to know what the length of the trains. Ooh, we have the full length, but only 2. That's all right though. I don't mind only having the 2 trains so long as they are the full length. Nice. And do we have? We do not have a water splash. That's alright. Okay, so there is the other coaster. Oh, wow. We come from height 23, so in theory this is quite doable. And this is doable as well. I don't think we will be able to pull this off, but I would not be myself if I wasn't gonna try, right? Yeah, but no. What we could do is this. In theory, we should be able to pull it off right now. Yeah, I was afraid that then it would fail over there. However, let me quickly check how the park boundaries are. What we could do, rather than go over to this direction, is go over to the other direction. But then we would run into the park boundaries. So that's also not gonna work. So what we should probably do is go up and down. And then do the twist around. And then do another up and down. Because that's what I have a feeling that that's what this coaster is gonna do, mostly ups and downs. So let's reverse this section. Also in terms of specialties, yeah, there's only helixes that we can do. So let us do just a quick up and down, which was also a nice opportunity for the on-right photo section. And then height 19, height 23, yeah, this is doable. Maybe down small. Perfect, okay, I like. And then I can just do like a... one second. Nice. What's in your way there? Is it like our track? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's not go with the curve over there. Let's see if we can reach over here, and then yeah, that should be. That also means that we don't really need to bank it, because that was what I was doing there just a moment ago. We don't need to bank it. Nice. Now this is also a pretty good section here. Ooh, guys, let me just see where we're at. There is the option to have this thing go into the underground by having it interfere right over here. I'm not against it, because I feel like, you know, this coaster can get more or less as far as this path here. I feel like what we should try and pull that one off, and then there is the issue of getting back, which we'll have to worry about once we have to cross that bridge, right? But I have the feeling that we should try and get this into the underground, and if we manage to pull that off, basically this coaster will be a guaranteed 6-0 in the ratings. So let me see, where do we get at over there? It's probably not exactly where we want to get at. Let's already. So let me extend it by one. Yes, this is exactly what we want to have. This is it, guys. We already have the best section right here. Okay, raise or lower the land. Perfect. Raise or lower the land. Which is exactly what we'll do. And then roller coaster in the way. Okay, so what coaster track are we working against here? It's probably our own, which is a shame, but this is totally doable. Let us break this till 43. And then lift it. And then unlift. And then... Now, okay, hold on. Okay, guys. It's not like we're here yet, but what I feel like what we should do is... Ooh, you know what we could also do? Rather than go up here, what we could also do is... Because I believe, like... We can't really go that far. We have, like... We need to stay right over here, so... But what I was thinking was, like, do, like, a helix up, and then... curve it, but we actually get, like, out of this terrain at, like, the water level. And seeing how we cannot really go that far, I thought, like, go up, curve, but I don't think that's gonna work, because we would be at our own tracks in the same line. So I think this is actually the better option. Right, having decided that, yeah, let's go like a little bit higher. And then, oh, I did not think this would work. Okay, nice. However, now what? Okay, so if I were to... You've got to be kidding me. This is all working? No way! I wasn't really counting on my grand design here actually working out, you know. I did not expect this to all of a sudden be good. Helix downs. No way! Game, could you please stop with having my design work all of a sudden? It's like, really, you know, it would be really nice if you actually made this like not work. Okay, thank you. Hold on a second, but this isn't that difficult. What we can do is just... And then do like a helix down small. Am I just seeing this wrong, or what? No, I'm not seeing this wrong. It's just that it's a little bit difficult, is all. Am I doing a helix up? No, I'm not. I might have to, though. Yeah. If I were to do like a helix up, I would be there. So what's holding me back here for like a helix up? Helix up small. Okay, this is like the most unsafe coaster there is. Most definitely. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like, is there a way that I would be able to get more speed on this? Or on this? We could go just a little bit higher. No, we couldn't. Because of the curves. So basically what we do is we crawl through this at like way too low speeds. What are our options? I have a feeling that this coaster might not be good enough, but you know what? Let's test it and see if my feelings are actually right or if they are deceiving me. Oh crap. Because this is like totally not safe, we'll do the one terrain. Or well, actually, shall we let it be unsafe? Yeah, let's have it be unsafe because we need the money. What do I care, you know? All I need is coasters with the high ratings. I don't need safety rewards here, you know, or awards. Also, I want like, yes, you. I don't know where Icaro Veloso is. Is he even in the park still? Oh yeah, no, he is. He is. But let's also add myself here. Damage. Who's happy? And that's 80 game Eurobucks. Very nice. Welcome to the park. Me. Right, now we were watching this as a test, right? which is very important. I'm really curious as to how it's gonna go over here. This one ride section right here. This is what it all is about. On the other hand, what we could also do, ride 14, we could extend this quite a little bit. Still do like helix down and line it up proper. In theory. And then it's going at like a snail's pace, but it's going. And then back, yeah. Oh, what a lame coaster design. What an incredibly lame coaster design. But it's compact and it has underground sections. So, and it has like a photo ride thingy. So I'm just gonna open it up. I don't even care about the ratings here. It is just gonna be opened up already. Like, I know what's gonna happen ahead of time. So let me just open this. Look, it is very good even. I knew it. I knew it. Now what we are gonna do is I'm not gonna on purposely have stuff crash. So yeah, I am going to have this be patrolled, of course, but we're also gonna get like a handy dude for this area in specific. Didn't I just click this? I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit iffy, you know, where you click what, especially with the water view. But nice, you know, this is like a 7 in the ratings coaster all of a sudden. How good is this, huh? So we have like 2 coasters, quite a bit of money left. I think all in all, you know, this bike all of a sudden is really starting to come together. Especially if you take a look at, yeah, look, see, this is what I was talking about. This is the effect of our coaster. And, I mean, of course, this thing also helps a little bit. And the tower also helps just a little bit. But it's mostly the coaster. And we are basically going to have double this effect. Right now, after this, basically, the park is in the pocket. So we're gonna call this I win. Basically, we have won the park. All we need to do is build 8 more coasters. Which, I must admit, I thought it would be really challenging. But, well, you know, it's not that bad. We are gonna have crashes. We're gonna have deaths and violence. These delights have such violent ends, or whatever the saying was. I don't really know. Let's see. Let's no. I'm kind of looking for something like this, and then maybe. Do we really? If we go this, which is doable, then no. See, this is why I hate wooden coasters. Because there is like this really cool park. And what do we see of it? And I hate playing like this because it just looks so weird, you know? There's nothing here. I mean, it's all in like a black sludge right at the moment. You know, there's like this black curtain everywhere. That's what I dislike about this. But, well, it is what it is. The coaster is good. Maybe white coloring? Is that any better? Well, it looks much better if I'm honest. If I were to go with like dark brown. No, let's go white. I like the white. I think white looks good. This is and then at least there is some semblance of seeing some trees in between and stuff. So. Yeah, let's stick it with white. Let's have you know, to represent our trees that we've covered up. let's make the cars green, right? So we have some moving trees about. And well, guys, there we are. We have effectively covered up 1/5 of the park with rides. Is this 1/5? Feels like a quarter. We definitely want like the next coaster all the way. So, bleh, retry. We definitely want the next coaster to be up till this beach. Because we need to cram in 10 over here, but You know, I think that we'll be able to manage that. You know, next coaster, because we don't really have that much money anymore. Next coaster will be like a compact one, probably, but we'll have to see next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.